Oh, hey guys, how's it going? It's Dave here, as you well know, and welcome back to the sound of drop fall into poison. So, to recap the last episode, I'm probably not going to remember everything that happened, so obviously the best thing to do would be to watch the video of the last episode. We then came across Reiko had got to Mari first in the last scenario, and Mari was kind of swayed towards Reiko, and she went kind of mad due to her emotions. She got angry and emotional and caused her powers of good to become corrupted into the violet by Reiko's teasing and influencing over her. She believed Reiko more than she did her sister Mayumi, and Mayumi was obviously trying to persuade her that she was telling lies, but it didn't really work out that way. But we did come to the scenario where they ended up at the deep sea fish booth with Sayo, Mari, and Mayumi. So last time we came across this scenario once before, and we already played out one of these choices on the screen, which is thank you for everything up to now and from here on. So obviously we saw that Mayumi made her peace with Mari. They made up, and Mari and Mayumi were happy with each other, and Mari was able to cross over happily. But with that choice, it ended up being a bad end, where Reiko had merged with the red Manten Aquarium and was starting to take over and bend it towards her will. But to do that, she possessed Himeno's body and took over Himeno, and I think it essentially ended up killing Himeno. And what we learned when Mayumi returned from this world with Mari was that she'd already killed Sayo, I think, and then obviously she took over Himeno's body and consciousness, and I think that destroyed her as well. So it came to the point where Reiko was choking out Mayumi, and then I'm not sure exactly what happened, but basically I think they managed to defeat Reiko via their emotions fighting each other, like Himeno's conscious fighting back a wee bit, and also Mayumi kind of fighting back, kind of thing in terms of emotions. They overthrew her, but the energy kind of took its toll on Himeno, and also Mayumi had kind of been choked up. But basically ended up with a bad end, with all three of them kind of dying while the red Manten Aquarium world was crumbling. So we got that, and that's pretty much where we left off. Back to this choice, which I believe, if we choose differently, it may produce one of the other two true ends that we're looking for, guys. And potentially, depending on how long this video is, this may be the last episode, because we've only got two true ends left to find and one bad end still to find. So we've only got three scenarios to go, and then we've unlocked all of them. What we're going to do instead is choose the other option. So I'm getting a bit sad now. So we'll choose, if that's what you really want, Mari. So what is Mayumi going to choose here? Well, Mari was sad that she was going to have to lose her sister again. So let's see. Mayumi, what are you going to do? Mari, if it's what you really want, As I say this, Mari shakes her head. Her long hair sways, bathed in the light of the stars. Aww. It's a really cool scene, cool background, but it's kind of like, it kind of represents a limbo kind of thing. I told you I would wish for it. This isn't your world, big sister. That's very true. I'm guessing this may be a crossing over world, or maybe, Mari, it's your own world. I don't know. Mari gently pushes away my hand, which had been resting on her head. Mari. My hand, floating in midair with no place to go, lingers for a bit. Still, because of that, I softly make a fist. Uh-oh. And punch! Oh, Mari just punched Mayumi? Why? Mari straightens up and hits my fist with her hand. Oh, right, she's punching punching her hand. See you later, big sister. Oh, so she's still crossing over with saying goodbye? Yeah. I love you, Mari. Me too. I love you. My fist doesn't feel as if anything's touched it. Oh yeah, because she's kind of in her spirit form now, so they can't physically touch each other anymore. In fact, I think it was like that from the beginning, if I remember correctly, when they first met up again. As if Mari's body has become transparent in that last moment, we are unable to touch, but it's not a big deal. Because our hearts have certainly become in sync. Oh, and she's gone. Mari goes into the sea of stars. I go the opposite way. Oh, really? They're just going to separate again? Both of us walk in different directions. All that can be heard are her footsteps. I don't turn around because, if I do, I'll surely chase after her. Finally, even her footsteps fade away. I can hear the sound of rippling waves. As I walk along, I am enveloped in light. Within that gentle, transparent blue light. Oh? Okay. What's happening now, guys? Anything? My consciousness begins to return, and I can feel how hard it is to breathe. Oh, what? Oh no. This scenario seems familiar. I could be wrong though, but... Oh, maybe that choice didn't matter. Maybe it was going to lead to a bad end regardless. There is pressure on my neck. My breathing is becoming shallow. Did I make the wrong choice? 1... Something is pushing on my throat with great strength. The flow through my carotid artery is being stopped up. Despite the fact that I'm finally waking up, my consciousness is starting to waver again. I wonder what is happening to me right now. Oh, this is kind of a letdown. I thought this would lead to a different scenario, but I guess it's not. I open my eyes in thin slits, and a faint shadow floats in my vision. Long hair, an outline that I've seen before, soft-looking skin. Slender arms are stretching out toward my neck, putting all their strength into wringing my neck. When I realize who it is, the words I couldn't understand before become clear as if a fog has been lifted. Go on and die. The one wringing my neck is Himeno. Trying to grab my neck with both of her hands, I can feel the pressure of her weight. Even as she wrings my neck, she has a frantic look. The proof is also in the fact that she doesn't kill me, even in my weakened state. What are you? Is this not Himeno? Yes, it's not Himeno. Because of the pressure being applied to my throat, I can't finish saying what I wanted to say. Himeno looks down at me with her blue eyes. This isn't the color of Himeno's eyes. No, it's Saganyu Mareko. How did you wake up? Her voice raises doubts in my mind. Still, I clearly grasp that this is not Himeno. With just that small change in tone, I get it, since I'm her best friend after all. Well then, what is going on here? Nakanobi Mari has gained the ability to withdraw power from Manten Aquarium. This is because she maintains her individuality while her soul is still connected to the collective Manten Aquarium. I attempted to seize the power she had amassed, however, her power was so great that I could not force her to yield to me. Since she was so pure, tainting her was quite simple. In order to create a world with only the two of you, that child squandered all of the power here. Power within this Manten Aquarium, that's souls, or we could call it life energy as well. If it is the thing keeping this world stable, then if it disappears, wouldn't the world itself begin to crumble? Yes, we've seen that. You are... Somehow, I maintained my fading consciousness and managed to desperately summon some sort of voice. As I listened to whatever it is that has taken on Himeno's appearance, I realized that I've heard this tone of voice before. As soon as that person's face appears in my mind, my feeling changes to certainty. What? No way! That has actually shocked me, guys. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, alright, okay. Alright, that's a fail by me, not reading the context. I thought that meant that Sayo's soul had possessed Himeno, but I was like, that doesn't sound right. No, it's still the same scenario. Reiko has killed Sayo, and now she's taken over Himeno. Sayo-chan, what a pity. In order for me to continue to exist, I had to use her as a source of nourishment. Saganuma Reiko. Just as I realize it, there is no strength left in my body. Due to my shallow breathing, there is no way I can make any brash movements. With no blood flowing to my brain, my thoughts are equally unfocused. I was able to find this body merely by chance. However, with this body, destruction is unacceptable. My final hope is you. When you escaped from Nakanobi Mari's birdcage, it was as if a miracle had occurred and I was very happy. Mari's birdcage. That's right, intuitively it is like that, being locked away for one's own good. But it's different. That was the world of Mari's heart. Of course it was sad and lonely. She's been alone for 5 years. All she could do was continue to pray and to make the ungrantable wish that she would see me again. I want to reject Saganuma Reiko's words, however, my body won't allow me to do so. I think I'm getting close to my limits. Little by little, I'm unable to keep my eyes open. When the world of the birdcage disappeared, that energy itself did not. All of it flowed into you. Perhaps Nakanobi Mari has already disappeared. I no longer sense her presence, and if she were here, she would try to interfere. When the two of you parted ways in that world, surely she gave you her energy. That's why I'll kill you, and then I will obtain that energy, along with your body. I have no idea if she gave me her energy. What she didn't trust me with was her gentle wish. But at this rate, I won't be able to keep my promise to Mari. At this rate, I'll die. If Saganuma Reiko's words are true... No, surely this is real. If it weren't, there'd be no need for her to kill me in this situation. There's no mistaking the fact that the only reason I'm not dead is because she hasn't delivered the finishing blow yet. Uh-oh, but her vision's getting blurry, guys. I'm pretty sure I haven't effed up here, guys, and chose the same option again, so at the moment, it seems like neither of those choices matter, and we're going to have to pursue a different route, but we'll keep going anyway to be sure. I'm going home. At that moment, I decide to believe in myself. I close my eyes and surrender to my fading consciousness. Really? I did it. Wait. Actually, I don't recall this bit. This might be different. As I look at the small palm of my hand, I confirm this. In lieu of a mirror, I look at my body reflected in the tank. Oh no, wait a minute. This does sound familiar. It's one of the cylindrical tanks in the jellyfish booth, and it clearly depicts my entire body. Right, okay guys, I'm pretty sure we've covered this, so I'm just going to skip and see what happens. The marionette won't laugh. Right, we have already obtained that bad end. So, if that goes in the video, oh well, whoops. But if not, then... So guys, we got the same bad end there. So I don't know whether I made the choice wrongly, or if neither of those choices made a difference and you get the same bad end regardless. I'm going to have to check that. Because if that's not the case, then we must have to go down a different avenue. Hold on, wait. Oh. Oh. Ah, okay. Oh, I've just come to a realization. This is the wish Mari wanted. She wanted to be forever with her sister. In order for that to happen, I'm guessing Mayumi had to die? Okay, well, anyway. Hey, big sister. In this dark world, I hear a voice. Well, same scenario, but this is new. I open my eyes in the hopes that something has changed. Nothing has changed in reality, with Himeno and Sayo still lying at my side with their eyes closed. Yeah, Sayo and Himeno I think are dead. Nothing is being shown to me visually. Big sister, from the bottom of your heart, you wanted me to come back too, didn't you? Because of that, in the end, I was able to see you again, just for a little bit. I feel just a little happiness. I can hear a tiny little voice. I can hear it from far away, like the sound of rippling waves. My eyes still closed, I strain my ears. This time really is bye-bye. Surely, sometime... No longer able to hear the voice, I don't open my eyes. The moment I fall asleep feels more like taking a nap, but it's a pleasant feeling. This doesn't sound great, guys, to be honest. But what's going on? Anything else? Oh! Okay, guys, so I believe, well, there's an ending, and I believe that is one of the true endings that we were looking to find. So there is actually a true ending where they all die. Wow, that's dark. That's messed up, to be honest. At least Mayumi got to make peace with Mari, and Mari got to cross over. But... And actually, I think Reiko was stopped from making the Red Manten Aquarium, if I remember the old episode, the previous episode. So they've saved the world and saved Mari's soul, but they all died in the process. Let's continue with the song and the ending. Okay, guys, so there we go. There's one of the other true endings kind of established by the looks of things, and still love. I really like that song. That was the intro song as well. But as well as has been with all the other true endings we've found, there is a bit more. There is an epilogue. Is that what you call it? Yeah, like an ending clip. But this one surely can't be good, really. Anyway, on one holiday. Oh, wait a second. We're gathered at a coffee shop. With no plans about where we'll go and no particular objective. There's only the feeling that we want to get together. Okay. It's a day off with no club activities from Himeno, so we all gather spontaneously. Oh. Okay. This is kind of weird, guys. I don't understand the context of this situation. Is this like a path that could have happened, or if they hadn't chosen to go to Manten Aquarium, or is this some kind of like afterlife? Don't know. Anyway. Hey, where should we go today? Anywhere. Sayo's back. Oh, and Miku's here too. We went to karaoke last time, so anywhere's fine by me. Having finished our drinks, we're finishing lunch and sitting idly. Wait, I don't know about you guys, but I'm so confused right now. They're making references to the ending where they all survived. But this is so confusing to me. I'm sure it's gonna drop the bombshell and, like, you know, reveal what's happened. Okay. Even though it's a holiday, seats with customers in them are sparse, so there seems little need to leave hastily. Oh, and Mayumi's there too, so I'm kind of lost. Okay, let's see what happens anyway. Manten Aquarium. Somehow, even though I intentionally whispered it, Himeno asked me to repeat myself. It's not as if I had a particular thought in mind. As an only child, I don't have many memories of my family going out to do much other than eat. What? Just that line. Has all of Mari's existence and memory been wiped from them? Or is she just going along with the thought that, like, her parents moved on, and so she moved on? Or is my other theory correct, that Mari's existence is gone? Fucking hell. Jeez, this is so confusing right now, guys. We often come to Manten to have fun and have gone shopping in Manten East Building many times. We've never gone to Manten Aquarium, even though it's in the same building. It mostly seems to attract people with families or couples, so we've avoided it. Whoops. That sounds fine, doesn't it? Sayo is the first to agree for a change. This is also very interesting. So they're saying they've never been to Manten Aquarium, so this is taking a complete change in direction of the story. Sayo always complains the longest. In the end, she's more like the chaperone we drag along. If Sayo-chan's in, I'm in too, Miku says in a light tone. Apparently, she carelessly fell from her apartment balcony and was hospitalized some time ago. Wow, so even the Red Manten Aquarium, the whole thing, the whole scenario has been wiped from their memories. It never happened. When I heard that story and saw Miku laugh and say, "That was so dumb," I felt like she was just sweeping it away with carefree words and gave her a strange smile. How about you, Himeno? Do you like Manten Aquarium? When I ask her, Himeno closes her eyes and looks down. Well, I'm fine with anywhere. I totally agree. It sounds fine. Let's go. Hey, how come we didn't think of it until now? Good question. Hey, why are you grabbing onto me? Himeno, sitting next to me, grabs on tight to me. When I was a kid, we always went to aquariums. I've seen Manten Aquarium in magazines. It looks fun. Oh, so they've even been to other aquariums but not Manten for their whole lives. So yeah, at the moment, I've got to go along with the conclusion that Mari's existence has been wiped, and the trip that happened 5 years ago between Mari, Mayumi and their parents never happened. Then hurry up. With an unpleasant look on her face, Sayo bites down on her straw. Sayo-chan, maybe we should hug too. Aww. You're nuts, aren't you? Yeah, Sayo doesn't give it. She never gives in to like the soppy stuff. She's too tsundere. You're so mean. Himeno and I are a bit spread out. I think to myself, she's so developed after all. I'm jealous. Oh, yeah. I can only assume they're talking about that developed. Okay, it's decided. Let's go to the aquarium. That's right. If we can, I want to take my time looking around. Without giving any reply in particular, Sayo turns her gaze my way. As the four of us chat, we head for Manten Aquarium. Oh, and this is at night as well. Right. Later. Oh. Or have they been? Later. Bye-bye. That was fun. Oh yes, they have been. See you later. The two of them are apparently heading to a live music club. Yes, they like to go to that club. It's not that I'm not interested, just that it's a problem if I get home late, so Himeno and I decide to leave. Right, okay, so while I'm doing this, I'm still going over everything that's happened in my mind. So Sayo and Himeno must not have been dead. They must have just been, energy had been drained from them from Reiko when she was still there, and they must have just been knocked out unconscious. And of course their memories have been wiped as well by the sound of things. Right. Those two love music, so after we hang out, they often go there on the way home. It seems they have a particular club they like. I dimly think that the two of them seem so adult-like, probably from living alone. The aquarium was fun, eh? It wasn't all that big, but the jellyfish place and some of the other booths were really pretty. Going to the aquarium for the first time in 10 years was more fun than I expected. Right, okay, now I'm even more confused. So is this 5 years later? So far, not a lot is making sense. So it might be fun to go from time to time. Let's go again. Let's get a year pass. The case for it is cute too, after all. I was thinking the same thing. The ticket that lets you in as much as you want in a year also has a case with a really cute design. The only problem is the price. Maybe with my New Year's present. Oh, and it's raining. I've never had this before. As we walk home making idle conversation, suddenly the rain begins to fall. It was sunny this morning, so I didn't watch the weather report, but it's a pretty heavy rain. I guess it's a sudden evening shower. Mayu, let's hurry. Right. Ah! As I start to run, I spot a flower shop just ahead of me. A faint light is filtered along this dim road. Mysteriously, it catches my eye. Okay. Uh-oh. The music stopped. A flower shop? They sure are open late. It's nearby though. So let's wait out the rain there. Oh, that was kind of close. Himeno, who has followed my gaze, takes my arm and runs with me. Oh, wow. The references, the visual. The one blue rose among the bunch. Hello. Oh, how pretty. It is really pretty, but I mean, pretty sure you guys know what that blue flower represents. The interior of the store is overflowing with brightly coloured flowers in full bloom. Tulips and anemones. It's difficult to settle my eyes on any particular one. Ah! My gaze stops on a single eye-catching blue rose. A blue rose that seems to be filled to the brim with sadness. Oh, Mari. Mixed in with the red roses, it stands out, blooming like something from a dream. I can't take my eyes off of it. I don't understand the reason myself, but I can feel a single teardrop on my cheek. Oh, wow, jeez. This is quite a sad ending, guys, I think. Mayu? The shopkeeper tells us the meaning of the blue rose in the language of flowers. Alright, okay, let's hear this. Miracles, blessings of the gods, making dreams come true. And then, would you like one? Sounds like the shopkeeper is willing to lower the price. I'm so taken by it, I forget to wipe away my tears. Staring at it the whole time, a sense of nostalgia overflows from me. Himeno waits for me the whole time. It seems like such a long time until we can no longer hear the intense sound of the rain. I think that this flower may be tied to one of my earliest childhood memories, yes. That you should frickin' remember, but... I put the flower shop behind me. Droplets of water drip from the awning above the entrance. In the end, I didn't buy the blue rose. Why? Why? I was going to buy it, but then lost any sense of what I had originally seen. It's probably because it continues to bloom within my heart. Oh? Was it alright for you not to buy it? Yeah, I'm happy as I am, for now and always. What's up with you being so earnest? Himeno takes my hand as she smiles. We have so many fun things ahead of us, so we will always be happy. Right. Oh, wait, did I... Oh, whoops, I read that in the wrong voice. Oh well. Well, we'll probably have a lot of hardships too, like entrance exams. Oh yeah. They haven't made a reference to that since the first episode, but yeah, they've got exams on the way. It's fine. So, the four of them live and live happily, but kind of... Mari's been kind of forgotten. I can no longer hear the sound of drops. We take a step out into the vast clear sky. Is that it? The end. Wow. That was a roller coaster of emotions right at the end there, kind of thing. Jeez. But achievement unlocked, fall into poison. So yes, I believe that is one of the other true endings. So yeah, there's another one of the true endings, guys. Yeah, well, since I'm on the screen here, let's have a look. Yep, there we go, fall into poison. So with that one, it didn't provide much explanation and detail in regards to actually what the hell happened, but either Mayumi has really moved on from the memory of Mari, or what I possibly think is that Mari's existence has been erased, and none of them even remember going to Manten Aquarium. But also that appears to be set possibly 5 years in the future, since they say it was 10 years since they last went to an aquarium. But yeah, that's a very good symbol or metaphor of Mari the blue rose among the bunch. Well, yeah, so again, so far, in my opinion, the best ending so far is the limited ocean of the life. We still have one more to find, and we also still have one more bad end to find. So, okay guys, so we're back on one of the kind of other previous playthroughs that we've done that we made a save at. We kind of for this choice, I believe we chose the correct one, which resulted in us getting a true end, and we never came back to this one. So as far as I know, this is the scenario we need to come back to get the last bad end. Because when we came to this choice, I didn't have the heart to choose the one that's the most cruel. But we've got to choose it, we've got to see what happens. So this was back when the director was kind of using his office to cause this anomaly mass that was actually a whale, in terms of the whole malice and grudges was formed into a whale, and I believe Sayo, Mayumi and Mari were dragged into the water, and they were slowly drowning. And so the last time we had this scenario, we chose to pull Mari close and protect her, but this time we're going to choose the harsh one and see what happens. So instead, we're going to push Mari away, use her as a sacrifice, and apparently try and run. But I'm expecting this doesn't work out. So push Mari away and run. Oh, well, that could be the other thing. I'm kind of interpreting as they're going to push Mari in towards the path of the whale, but actually, so she's saving her Mari and sacrificing herself. I guess that makes sense for a bad end. But anyway, if at least Mari can get away, with that one thought, I push Mari away. Big sister! Even against the water resistance, Mari is swept further and further away. At the very least, she is able to get out of range of the whale's mouth. My relief is almost simultaneous. Ah! What is that breed called? A lancefish, isn't it? Oh. Well, I'm assuming it's in the deep sea fish booth, so it must be a deep sea species. A fish with a long thin body and bearing sharp teeth. It has a ferocious desire for every type of prey in the deep sea. That fish is approaching Mari's neck. Even with the bit of distance between them, I can still clearly see that it is the situation. Oh no. Oh, frick. Okay, so Mayumi wasn't the one to be attacked, it was Mari. The lancefish closes in on Mari and slams into her, biting at her neck. When its fangs sink in, red particles spurt out instead of blood. Oh yeah, her soul energy has been sapped into the red Manten Aquarium. Showered in the particles that spurt out, it takes another bite further in. Just like that, her neck is swallowed up. Her body is severed from above the neck, the deep red particles scattering about as her head, which has now become all of her, drifts through the deep sea. Wow, that is descriptive and messed up. I lock eyes with the head floating before me. I can't look away from her expressionless eyes. Wow. It's the end of the one I tried to protect. The extinguishment of her very existence. Death piled on death. Before I know it, the once violet room is dyed red. So the malicious violet, which is caused from a good soul kind of being corrupted, now turns to the red evil. The world itself seems to be trying to change, but From my head to my toes, I am already swallowed up by the whale. Unable to see fate through to the end, I am washed away by the torrent of a violent death. The final stage of destiny, guys. So that was the other bad end. And a dead Chibi Mari. Not good. Apologies for the quit screen at the on the screen there at the very last moment, but there is an achieve. If you guys have played this game, there is an achievement for basically saying that you can't take it anymore, and you have to press the code Alt F4. So that was what that was, and I got the achievement. I can't take it anymore. So. But we're not quitting. Obviously, we're not quitting the game at this point. But so just to show you, we've got all the bad ends now. So the last one, the final stage of destiny, has been unlocked. So now all that there is to do is get the last true end. Restarted the game from the very beginning and just skipped to the part where I believe we have to make a slight altercation to choices in order to trigger the last true end that we're looking for. So, as I said, I started the playthrough all the way from the beginning again, not using any previous saves. We just started the game completely from the beginning, which included the intro story between Miku and Sayo. So, for this part, we played all the way through that. Didn't really matter too much about the blue choices, and obviously we made the red choices exactly the same in order to make progress. But this time, we had to escape Kenji rather than calling out his name to try and save him from his madness. We had to leave him and for him to remain tackling his madness and kick about frantically. So we've done that one. So Kenji's not on our side. Well, he was never really on our side, but you know what I mean, he's still crazy. So we have to avoid him at all costs. And so we made that choice, and we obviously found Himeno back at the seals stage, the sea line stage again, and we have to choose to find a way out of the aquarium to save her. So, and then we've continued all the way through and saved Sayo from the Okra attack. So we'll come back to this point where Sayo has just left us in the staff room after we've read the staff member's journal. So this time, we believe we've played this choice a few times, but in order to trigger the last true end, from what I've heard, is instead we have to say at this point that we want to save Mari along this storyline. To save Mari. If I were to guess based on what was written in the diary, then Mari wandered into the closed down area of Manten Aquarium. If that's the case, I have to bring her home. Even if I flee this Manten Aquarium to save Himeno, I can't just leave Mari behind. There's no way I can prioritize one over the other. Even so, I have to move forward. Time to go. As I say this, I reach for the door to the staff room. So we're at the point where they're about to escape from the Red Manten Aquarium world that is crumbling before them. So we've had this choice before, and we've obviously made the choice which brings us to a good ending. So based on that, the one change choice, which was to save Mari, I believe this should trigger a different scenario. So let's get to it. So we obviously know Maybe I Really Hate Himeno 2 leads to a bad end in the I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Himeno dies, but Mayumi lives. Yeah, but we don't want that. So I have no doubts. I hear the sound of Himeno weeping. It's rare for her to cry. But when we see touching movies, she always cries. I wonder, why is Himeno crying with such a brooding face? I don't understand the reason. Himeno, you're such a fool. Huh? We're best friends. I think we've had this dialogue before, but I'll just keep going from this part to see the full atmosphere towards what could be a different end. The parts that I like, the parts I don't, friends accept all of it, very true. I tightly grabbed the hand that she has pulled away. Mayu! Himeno lifts her head, tears accumulating in her eyes, and rushes over to me. The two of us, together, pass through the gate. And they're enveloped in the white light as they leave this red Manten Aquarium and go back to the present real world. Okay, so they're back. Huh? This is... Staggering. We come out of the gate. Everywhere we look, people, people, people. Customers and employees, there are innumerable amounts of people. Fish are only swimming within the tanks. The colour of the water isn't red, and I can't sense any abnormality anywhere. That's all good. Mayu, this is it, isn't it? Yes, we've come back. We were able to get back. As my eyes settle on the information desk at the entrance, a sudden wave of relief washes over me. Too much has happened since we came here. Himeno and I may have some minor injuries, but we've returned to the real world more or less unscathed. I can't take any more. I'm so happy. Himeno, we're back. Exhausted, I can no longer hold back everything welling up inside me. My eyes suddenly feel hot, and large droplets overflow from them. Wah! I'm so glad. Hey, Mayu, if you cry in a place like this, you're gonna cause a scene and they're gonna think you're weird. I know. The people around us have no way of knowing what we've been through. Nope. I'm just a junior high school girl who suddenly started to cry. I'll definitely be seen as a strange girl. Wanna find some place on the edge of the room? I'll go buy some cocoa. Oh, God damn it, she needs the ice cream. We haven't had the ice cream yet. No, let's go together. I don't want to be apart. Okay. You're such a baby, Mayu-chan. You idiot, baka. We sit in the rest area and Himeno pats my back. Just as I start to calm down, I glance at my watch. According to the time, it's about 8 o'clock at night. Our whole ordeal wasn't even a full 8 hours. Even so, it was the most densely packed period of time in my life. Say, Mayu. What's up, Himeno? I love you. Aww. Sing this in a conspicuously loud voice, Himeno winks at me. Hey, that's a bit sudden. Averting my eyes, I push Himeno away, but I keep a smile off my face. Can't keep a smile off my face. I don't know which of us is more embarrassed. I wanted to protect this smile, and I did. A bubbling warmth begins to boil over from within. I feel the same. Well then, let's go eat some ice cream, thank God, finally. Now? Won't we be late getting home? Who cares? It's alright. I can help you with your excuse. If that's the case, I'll go shopping with you. Having pulled my hand away from Himeno, I board the elevator. The me up to this point would probably have just gone on home. Coming home late once in a while is probably okay. Right now, I want to live in this very precious moment. Manten Aquarium. That place that takes up no more than one corner of Manten East Building is somewhere I can never forget. A sea of stars, a river of lights. Everyone is everyone, just one of those lights. Twinkling frantically, the light of life. It doesn't matter if it's fish or people. For both, it's an equally harsh world. Meetings and farewells. A resolution to overcome the farewell that pierces my heart. My heart drips endlessly, just a powerless little drop. However, that sound is surely resonating somewhere. Yep. That outro might have been slightly different, but I could be wrong. It was so long since we came across this scenario. Okay, so we've established the end of the story again. Similar circumstances to the first end we got, but I think based on the difference in choices, it should trigger something else. So I'll leave you with the song outro here, guys, and we shall see what happens at the end here. Okay guys, so we saw the outro there to what could be a potentially similar... I think we have triggered the other final good end, guys. This is different. So yeah, we saw a very similar outro and ending scene there, but because we made one different choice, we triggered a different ending. So, looks like we're near the bus stop, or near the train terminal heading towards Manten. So, here we go. A quiet rain. Pitter pat, pitter pat. The drops make a small sound as they land on the girl's umbrella. The droplets of water bursting open mixes with the scent of the trees lining the street and the asphalt, making Himeno, who is taking deep breaths, aware of the smell of rain. She had thought it would be a good idea to come on a day there was no club, but today just happens to be a rainy day. Okay. Since it would have been a simple training and meeting, Himeno would have been done and heading home within an hour. Okay. This kind of sounds as if it's a narration from Himeno's point of view, but it might still be Mayumi. Turning down her clubmate's invitation, Himeno headed for Manten on her own. Oh. Okay, maybe I'm right. Maybe it is from Himeno's perspective. Oh, I think it is from Himeno's perspective this time. This is interesting. She has plans with Mayu again this weekend, so today is her only chance to come alone. Oh, right. In order to distinguish herself, to take action as Mayu's best friend. What are you planning, Himeno? Himeno finds a flower shop she read about in a magazine, and closing her umbrella heads inside. Oh no. Well, this is ironic and interesting. We can only assume it's the same flower shop from the last end. There are several flowers reminiscent of the summer season, cute yellow safflowers and hydrangeas adorned with the melancholic colour of rain. Even though Himeno enjoys visiting different shops, she has little experience with buying flowers. With such a sweet smell wafting through the small store, Himeno decides to come here again with Mayu. I have a question about these flowers. Having finished her shopping, Himeno once again walks through the rainy Manten. Her destination is none other than Manten East Building. As she had thoroughly checked the map yesterday, she is able to reach her destination without issue. Heading through the lobby that is crowded whether it's raining or not, Himeno rides the elevator. Himeno, where are you? Well, where are you going? I'm pretty sure we can assume where she's going in Manten East Building. Manten quickly shrinks away from Himeno's sight. Oh. She's going into the aquarium alone? Going through the entrance, Himeno buys a student ticket. The lady at the reception desk is the same one that was there yesterday, with her dark brown hair pulled back in a bun. Her lips, lightly painted with pink lipstick, form a smile, and she asks, "You came yesterday as well, didn't you? You're alone today?" Seeing a junior high school alone is probably a rarity. Himeno is pleased that the lady remembers her face. Well, that's good customer service. "Yes, it was really fun, so I'm here again today." "Thank you so much. Well then, please enjoy your visit." "Of course." Returning the lady's smile, Himeno politely declines the year-long pass the lady has offered her. Visiting more than 3 times in 1 year earns a free visit, but it would be better to get the year-long pass when Mayu is with her. Yes, that's true. Himeno passes a ticket through the ticket gate and once again enters Manten Aquarium. Oh boy. As it's already evening, most of the customers are adults, particularly couples. "How nice." "Himeno, what are you up to?" A boyfriend says, "I'm sorry," to his girlfriend after being over an hour late due to working overtime. Although this has left her in a foul mood, as they walk around the aquarium, a smile slowly overtakes her whole face. Finally, they end their day at a restaurant with a view of the town, clinking their wine glasses. While aspiring to such an adult romance, Himeno sighs at the notion of having no such prospects in the present. Single life. Of course, after staring into the tanks for a while, one loses awareness of the other customers. Manten Aquarium is one little universe that Himeno is familiar with. After taking a brief look around, Himeno leaves the aquarium. Okay, so she leaves okay, no strange things happened. It shouldn't have, everything should be fine now, but why did you go alone? Though Himeno thinks she'll head on after a meal at a cafe on the second floor, she ends up having reservations about going in alone and, distracted by her hunger, gets a smoothie made from dark leafy greens from the juice bar. Not the tastiest thing in the world, but at least it's healthy. Once again riding the elevator, she heads for Manten Aquarium. The night sky visible from the elevator reminds her of another starry sky. Alright, so she's changed her mind from going to this restaurant and she just got a wee drink smoothie for herself. She's going back to the aquarium? Huh? It's just nothing but the cosmos. Putting the name Manten to shame, Himeno sees the starry sky in various places, in the aquarium and the night sky, even in golden nail polish and in aromatherapy candles, but the real vastness of the starry sky is something Himeno still doesn't know. However, Himeno isn't worried about such a thing. Each day spent with her best friend sparkles, and Himeno now knows how precious that is from the bottom of her heart. I forgot something. Nice excuse. Manten Aquarium is now closing. All of the customers are heading for the elevator. Heading for the lady who is about to close the reception area shutter, Himeno calls out to her with a pained smile. It's the same lady with the dark brown hair. I'll come right back, so may I please go get it? You forgot something? Half the lights have been turned out. Shall I accompany you? No, that's all right. I'm coming here tomorrow as well. Why wouldn't you just, come get it tomorrow after they open again? I see. Well then, we're closing up, so please hurry back. I have a bad feeling about this, guys. Himeno quickly passes through the ticket gate, exits the Fish of Tokyo Bay booth and heads for the tunnel tank. Wait a second. This is at night. She's looking up the starry sky. Please don't tell me this is the night of a full moon. She's determined to find out more about the urban legends on her own, isn't she? Just as the lady said, the inside is much darker than it was in the middle of the day. Right, kind of looks like how it was when we were in the red Manten Aquarium. I'm here. Himeno stands at the center of the tunnel tank and rests her hand on the tank glass. It isn't as if there is anyone else around, but Himeno looks up and speaks in a gentle voice. You probably can't hear me anymore, but I have something I think I should say. Is she talking to Mari? Mari-chan. In the blink of an eye, Himeno was brought to tears, her voice shaking. It's my fault Mayu had to face something so scary. I didn't know anything about her past. I hadn't even tried to. Even though I talked so much about ghosts and all, I could have never imagined. Oh, so she does regret that she never got to know Mayumi better, and yeah, if Himeno had known about Mayumi's past and what happened to Mari, she never would have taken Mayumi to Manten Aquarium. Himeno leans on the tank, looking down. If she doesn't, her body will give out completely. It seems as if the strength to hold up her body is leaving in turn with a row of flowing emotions. What's going on? Since you were there, Mari-chan, we were able to come back. I was able to make it out, without losing something precious to me. Oh, wow. Achievement unlocked complete. As she says this, Himeno pulls a flower from a shopping bag. It is a blue rose, so the blue rose does get bought, just via a different end. It's only one, but it holds my feelings. Leaving flowers here would, of course, be in the way of others, but she at least wants to get her feelings across, so just one flower. Thank you so very much, Mari-chan. Somehow, rest in peace. Her words serve to accompany the flowers. Then Himeno puts her hands together. It is probably only several seconds that pass in real time. However, time is not the problem. For Himeno, it is the depth of what fills that time of her very precious sentiment. Okay, I'll probably get in trouble. Himeno wipes away the tears that have gathered at the corners of her eyes and jogs towards the exit. She never hears any sort of reply, therefore, this is probably nothing more than her satisfying herself. However, this is Himeno's farewell, and her decision. A farewell to her best friend's little sister, and a resolution to properly watch over Mayu and to support her. Saying thank you to the lady at the reception desk, Himeno heads for the elevator once more. Someday, we'll... Grateful that she is alone in the elevator, Himeno gazes up at the nightscape and murmurs. Tomorrow, life will go on as it always has. However, for Himeno, she'll begin to move forward just a bit each day. The end. Wow, that was another kind of feels ending. So, achievement unlocked, all clear, and achievement unlocked, Himeno. So the final ending was just called Himeno, I think. So, just to show you guys, so the CG gallery. I believe we now have them all. Yep, we have the blue rose and the that lancefish that was a bad end, and we also have the other true ending CGs as well. And if we go to the ending list, all complete, guys. So we have unlocked all 4 true endings: Himeno, the Princess of Drops, the Limited Ocean of the Life, and Fall into Poison, as well as all the bad ends. So this was quite a long playthrough, quite a strong emotional journey, guys. Good ups and downs along the way. So I would say out of these ones, the best ending was definitely the Limited Ocean of Life, where all 4 of these girls lived, and Mayumi was able to make peace with Mari, and she passed over peacefully. Probably the worst ending was probably Fall into Poison, where it appears that Mari's existence is... this is just theory, I don't know, but it kind of sounded as if Mari's existence had been wiped. Princess of Drops was also a nice ending, and Himeno was nice too, but all of them kind of had emotions, you know, good and bad. The best ending was definitely the Limited Ocean of the Life, though. But anyway, guys, so that is it. We have completed the Sound of Drop Fall into Poison via all its routes and paths. All the bad ends and all the true ends have been seen. All the possible playthroughs have been complete. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough as much as I did. It was quite a roller coaster, but yeah, it was a great game, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So thank you very much for watching this playthrough and this final episode video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a beautiful big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the channel for more content like the Sound of Drop to continue, for more content to follow, more games to follow, plus other things that I've got planned as well. I hope you guys will look forward to. Also let me know anything in the comments about what you thought about the game and all its endings and the conclusions. If you've got any questions, just also post them below, let me know. Look forward to the next game we play, and of course I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!